9/11, the day that truly changed all of our lives. I remember being on the phone with my husband and he said, "Do you have your TV on?" I was at the office and I just left home and I turned around, looked, and the second plane was hitting the towers. Yeah, do I remember? I will never forget, and we should never forget. So please today, honor America in some way. Honor those who lost their lives, and please write to your congressman, write to your senators, do whatever you can to encourage them to terminate the lives of those people who are sitting down at Guantanamo Bay being fed and babied and taken care of, and let them know that it is time that the price is paid for what was done to my country. Today, you get to meet the amazing, the beautiful, the talented Astrid, and she is honoring America with your shirt today. America the Beautiful. America the Beautiful. Welcome back to the North Georgia Mountains.
Thank you very much.
It's so cool that you finally got to come and you got to straighten him out.
Oh, yeah.
Now, when you landed Saturday, did you just have straighten him out in mind?
That was it. That was it. Get here as soon as possible.
She can do that.
Did you get it done?
Yeah, we got it done.
You get it done.
Sort of. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
When you got here and you saw the songs that he was doing, such a great variety, a lot of them you never heard.
Right, yeah, the original songs, I mean, he'd sent me some, but I hadn't really gone over them at all.
There was a lot she hadn't heard.
Yeah.
So y'all got in the studio and you spent, do you do retakes or can you just pretty much get it?
She is a one-taker just about every time.
Yeah.
Every blue moon she might have to go through again, but it ain't often.
Sometimes there's weird notes, you know, you just have to
She's a perfectionist. She'll say, wait, my S didn't stack right there. Let's do that again.
Wow. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah. Well, he did something one day and I said, I like the way you say that word. And I think it was in Long Black Limousine. And it was just the way he said a word.
Right. Yeah, all that matters.
Yes.
And she's very keen on that stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that. Now, were you around during the days of Long Black Limousine? Did you help record that one?
She sang on Long Black Limousine.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me, is that one of your favorite songs, or do you like that one?
Those are more that I don't really, like, I didn't, you know, I was here doing them, but I didn't know them that well. You know what I mean?
She didn't grow up with it in her blood like I did.
Oh, yeah, but now I love them.
She don't have to, okay?
Yeah.
She don't even have to. She'd never, I said, look, right here, put some harmony right here, here, and here.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
So, Merle Haggard Music, you said he recorded that in the 70s? Or
60s.
In the 60s. In the 60s.
Yep.
And then you picked it up, what year?
I've been playing Long Black Limousine.
Since the 60s.
Like I've always, yeah, I know, yeah. Like I've said before on this show, as long as I've been playing, if I'm known for anything in the world that's actually worth anything, it'd be Long Black Limousine. Everywhere I go, every time I'm ever playing anywhere, that's what they want to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they call it the Cadillac song.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Play that song about the Cadillac.
They'll come up to the stage and or wherever I'm at and say, play that about the Cadillac.
Yeah.
So on the cover of Pumpkin Center, which features Long Black Limousine, I say, with a splash, it says, including the one about the Cadillac.
Yeah, that is so cool. That is so cool.
Yeah.
So you were 20-something when the two of you met?
Yeah, just around 20, 22.
And
22.
a 20-year-old would probably never have heard most of the music that he was recording.
Right. Oh, absolutely not. Yeah, I hadn't heard it, and I hadn't grown up with it really.
No.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
but I just love singing harmony. Like harmony, for some reason, is something I absolutely love. So
And she
it was
knows
perfect.
all the parts.
Yeah.
You can say, go through and sing the high harmony here. Okay, now come back through this same project and do the lower harmony.
Yeah.
Okay, and now come over here and put some oohs and ahs behind this one section.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Or put some shooby-doo-wop bops over
Yeah,
here.
whatever
you know.
you say,
Yeah.
whatever you say.
She's got it.
Well, we've never discussed this, but I can tell you right now they're paying $18 an hour for experienced help at Subway. So
Yeah.
you're going to have to up her ante.
You saying she can make more at Subway? Gee.
It is what it is. You just do it. You do it.
You're putting bad ideas in her head.
I love it.
Can
Yeah,
I get
know.
an application?
I know. So I just lost a backup singer.
No.
Yeah, you're gonna trade me in for making subs.
Yes, I could be an artist that way. No.
I love the idea that y'all it flows and you can listen to the music.
Yeah.
And it
Seriously.
seems effortless.
It really does, and in a studio setting,
Yeah.
the tension can be real high.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And it gets real high, you know. I mean, it don't with us
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you just tell her what's, you know,
Yeah.
let her hear it a time or two, and it's done.
Yeah.
And when you want to give up, she has the answer
It's
to
happened.
the problem.
It's
Yeah.
happened
Yeah.
2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people get flustered, you know, when they can't do something. There's no fluster in her.
Yeah.
Just because it's nailed.
It's
Yeah.
nailed.
Honest to God, there's a bit something, and I'll say, you know, be talking about it, and she'll say, start the machine.
Yeah.
You know, and it's done.
Yeah.
Okay, you can quit talking about that now.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Does he overanalyze and worry sometimes, and then you just say, "No, it's okay"? Do you have that calming quality that can calm his fears?
I think we kind of are similar. Like, I think we kind of feel the same way.
Yeah.
Like, I'll know, like, when it's
Yeah.
right or whatever, and I think he also does.
We
it's
always
kind of on the
see
same
eye
page.
to eye. Oftentimes, we'll look at each other and go, there it is, and we won't even have time to say nothing. We'll
Right.
know it's done.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's like the same music.
Yeah.
You either get it or you don't.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Well, musical history. Tell me a little bit about how you began and started. Did your mom? Did your dad? Did someone in your family?
I mean, I guess my mom, my mom sang a little bit. She wasn't a singer by any means. She sang in like the church choir or whatever. But my dad, well, he didn't really talk about it much, but I guess he did sing in a band when he was young. He didn't really talk too much about it, but he's always whistling or humming or whatever. But I just really I got into theater in school, and I was always in theater when I was young. And then in high school, I was always in a band, so I would sing backup vocals for more like a rock band, and I loved it. And then I had some friends that started a rock band. They moved to Gainesville when they went to college, and I would travel back and forth and do backup vocals for them and everything. So
Tell me, at your age, what was the rock music like then?
it was more, it was bands
Was it like Leonard Skinner? Or
No, it was bands like Nirvana,
Yeah.
like things like
Okay.
that more like
Okay.
Pearl Jam, Nirvana, like that kind of rock. So the music was a little bit like that then, which I loved that when I was young, and they're great bands too. There's a lot of positives about them, their uniqueness and everything. Pearl Jam's amazing.
Yeah.
Or like Dave Matthews Band, stuff like
Yeah.
that. There's a lot of really, really
I
good bands.
was in the studio with Pearl Jam.
You were?
This is not a lie. I was in the studio with Pearl Jam.
Where was
And-
that?
Yeah.
In Atlanta?
I was, northeast Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
And I was at a guy's studio over there, and he does mastering. And there was these dudes everywhere. And
And
it
you're
was
going-
funny. It was funny. It's another one of your cases. and they got finished up, and my thing was next, And they all come out, and they was in the control room, and I was sitting outside there, you know, waiting to get my thing done. And they all come out, and they was like, hey, you know, like that. And they went on out and left. Their thing was over. I went in and sat down, and he said, did you know them guys? And I said, no. He said, that was Pearl Jam.
You're like, what?
I fell on the floor. Why didn't you tell me? I got in their face.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's so
I love
crazy.
it.
He probably didn't tell me for that reason.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, when we think about rock, the Beach Boys and the Rolling Stones, that's the rock I grew up with, you grew up with.
Yep.
And then Creedence. And so Creedence, did you like Creedence's music? Yeah.
Oh, gosh,
Yeah. There's something about the feel-good music.
Yeah.
The rock used to be just feel-good music. It wasn't crazy like it went crazy.
Yeah.
It kind of went crazy.
Yeah. It was real. It was still real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just real. It's just
I
real
always
talent.
like people playing instruments.
Yeah.
Don't really, if it's that, I'm good.
Who in the world doesn't know what Green River sounds like?
I know.
I mean, it's like,
oh
my gosh, there's nothing like it.
No, nothing.
There's nothing like that. And it's just that calming, cool, really sweet stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, what about Meatloaf? Have you ever listened to?
Meatloaf was an incredible singer.
Oh my gosh.
Weird,
and we
though.
lost
I know.
him.
Yeah.
Did you like him?
I mean,
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
He was
I
so
love
good.
that.
He was
I
a
love
good
that.
singer.
Yeah.
He really
Oh, yeah,
was.
for sure.
Yeah, we've lost so many. Now let's talk a little bit about the lost. Jimmy Buffett's gone, Meatloaf's gone. So many of the great
Gordon Lightfoot.
and Merle Haggard. You know, I had a chance to go see Merle Haggard and I didn't. How many times did you see him?
The best I can tell, I'm pretty sure it was 28 times.
really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Met him 3 times.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. But they're gone now and there's nobody to take their place. You know, nobody's really stepping in. But then we look at Elvis has been gone how many years?
77.
And truly nobody has taken his place.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, there's nobody who's that 100% entertainer.
Yeah.
Nobody has stepped up to do that.
Well, life's different now. You know, it's much
Yep.
more fast paced. It moves too quickly. Things are here and gone so quick. When before they weren't. That was like that's
Right.
what it was. You
Yep.
know.
Right, yeah.
So things are just different now.
Well, after watching the movie and I realized I used to babysit for a lady in Orlando who had dated Elvis and she had letters that Elvis had written her. And it was when he was doing the carnival gigs when Colonel Tom Parker first put him out. It was kind of like you doing the Apple Festival.
Yeah.
That's kind of where Elvis started.
Okay.
Was at carnival gigs. And when Emmeline was showing me these pictures and these things that Elvis had written her, I was like, and she said, Tommy wanted me to do away with it. And I'm like, well, do away with your husband. Throw him in a well. Kill
Yeah.
him. Do whatever you
Oh
have
my
to.
gosh.
But don't get rid of Elvis's memorabilia.
No way.
But Elvis really started just like he did here in a local little town with
Yep.
local folks listening to him.
Right.
And then he got, look at that, he's so proud of his Beatles.
Oh, yeah.
He loves his Beatles.
I know.
But one of the things you loved about going to Graceland and seeing Elvis's property is you thought you were going to get to touch something where the Beatles had been.
Yeah, I was confused.
Big disappointment,
Yeah, I
wasn't
know,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Not while I was there, I really enjoyed the moment.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I went by that room with that pool table and I go, wow.
Yeah.
John, Paul, George, and Ringo played pool with Elvis here.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
That's
And
amazing.
I was, you know, and then I learned later it was at Hollywood home that they
Yeah.
actually visited.
Wow. Too bad.
But what are you gonna do?
can
Well,
always-
when the two of you are definitely a generation apart, his music, your music, totally
Are you
different.
saying I'm old?
I'm not saying
She's
that.
saying I'm young.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, so she's a baby.
Not so much anymore.
Yeah, she's just a baby.
We used to be.
Yeah. But
You're young, trust me.
Okay.
when you listen to him, do you say, yeah, I get why he likes that. I get why he goes where he goes with music.
Yeah. No, I
Because
love
he keeps
it.
going back. He goes back to Hank.
Yeah.
I mean, Hank Sr.
Right.
I think his best product,
Yeah.
I think that you've produced,
That's a good
is the
one.
Hank Sr.
It's a good one.
CD.
And I have
think it's the
remixed
best.
it.
Yeah, it's
And
the
it
best.
really does sound good now.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And what year was he around? The 40s, the 50s?
Late 40s,
Yeah.
early 50s.
Yeah. Probably that's before your mom was probably born.
Yeah, she was born in
Seriously.
the 40s.
Yeah,
Yeah, well.
yeah. So it's that music, and we have to keep that music alive.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's kind of up to y'all to keep bringing that music back.
We
Right.
did.
Yeah.
We did. And it don't matter if she was alive when it was happening or not. she can catch the groove, okay? You go in, it's a song she's never heard. She just got it.
Yeah.
Let her
Yeah.
hear it. It's all you got to do.
Yeah.
Just let her hear it.
Now, you don't have to say this in front of him if you don't want to, but did he ever say, Astrid, we're going to do this song, and you went to yourself, that's a stupid song, I don't want to do that? Or
No,
did he
she'll just
always
tell
nail
you.
it?
Yeah, I'll just say, it might
Yeah.
not be the greatest song,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I mean, I'll still do it.
Okay.
If you want her to do it, she will. But
Yeah,
she
I'll
might
do
tell
it.
you it's the dumbest thing she ever heard. You know?
Because sometimes I wonder, like I'll listen to something he chose, and the one you did about the 16-year-old mama.
Oh yeah, Lullaby.
Oh,
That's
love
a good
that
song.
one.
Yeah,
Love that
that's
song.
a good song.
And the first time he did it on here, I just thought, man, there's so many people watching us who have been that young mom and 16, and
Yeah.
and and I just thought he chooses often thoughtful music.
Right.
And then sometimes he'll throw something out there, and I'll go, why did he do that? But I just smile and keep my mouth shut.
It's always
That's
like that
when I
music,
say
though.
my famous line, "Let me run it."
Yes, that is his famous line.
And then somebody says, "Oh, you're running it in the ground."
Yeah. Well, your music, your amazing personalities together to know when it's right, to know when you've nailed it. That's magical.
I can truthfully say this, all right? I know you'll agree. We've worked a lot together. We have really worked. Now, you won't hear this from anybody else, hardly ever, okay? We've done hours. We've done a lot of music together. Never once have we ever had a crossword.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
Yeah.
I've never felt weird toward her. I've never thought nothing like, well, you're just being, nothing like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Nothing, ever.
yeah, yeah.
Total happiness,
Yeah.
the
Oh,
whole
yeah.
thing.
That is so
Would you agree
awesome.
with that?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
completely.
yeah.
Yeah, we have some good. Some
Yeah,
goofy
sometimes we get
moments.
so tickled we can't even, we have to
Yeah.
quit, but
Well,
yeah.
last night I was thinking we're going to lose this one, have to retape this because I could see y'all getting
Start
kind of
laughing.
giggly. Yeah,
I
I'm
know.
like, here we go, here we
Yeah,
go.
well,
I
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
You got to pull it back together. Real
Yeah.
quick.
I know, yeah.
Yeah. Well, when you think about Ike and Tina Turner performed the most amazing music on
They had
stage.
crosswords.
They had crosswords.
I'm sure.
I mean, the man almost killed her, and
Yeah.
she would still get in the studio with
Yeah.
him and perform music. And you
Yeah.
think, oh my
Yeah, I
God.
know.
I know.
You talk about, she was the queen of rock and roll.
Oh, yeah.
She was the queen of rock
She
and
was
roll.
good.
Yeah.
And sadly left us this year. It's just,
Yeah.
it's so weird because there's so many, seeing y'all together, it's all fun, it's all it just complements each other. But then you look at somebody like them, or you look at somebody
Left a good
like George and
job
Tammy who
down
got a
in the
divorce,
city.
but then they still stepped on stage together and sang.
Oh yeah. I know.
So yours has to come across great
Yeah.
because it blends
Yeah.
perfectly.
It's just a natural thing. You
It
can't
fits.
teach it or whatever. It's just it
Never
is what it is.
anything crossways, never anything uncomfortable, never
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
We see eye to eye, totally.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Don't we?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, does your husband like the kind of music y'all are doing?
I mean, not always.
Yeah, well,
Not always. But it's
what kind of music does he listen to?
he loves Credence like big time.
Credence, Seth does?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay,
love
I knew I
Credence.
liked him.
Yeah.
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 But my husband is very old school too. Like he
Yeah.
loves all the old stuff.
Yeah,
Like he
yeah.
loves history. I mean, that's what he likes. He doesn't like what's happening now at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So he,
yeah.
You said
know.
two, and that meant T-O-O, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm definitely the same way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So he likes like rock, but I think he likes music in general. But yeah, maybe not all his complete style, but
Mm-hmm.
it's to do with the area. This is it's
Yeah.
a different area also. So
Mm-hmm.
so yeah.
Wow. Well, it's so worth the wait because the songs that he chose, the songs that he's doing that are new, the songs that he's remastering are things that people are going to be so excited to
Yeah.
hear. So excited to hear.
Pumpkin Center's already remastered, and it sounds good too.
And for those who are waiting and waiting and waiting, we think maybe the second week of December.
That's what I'm
Probably
shooting.
gonna have a
I
product?
want it out. I'm hoping 1st of December.
That'd be great. That would be
that's what I'm
so
hoping.
awesome. Yeah. Well, the Christmas parade in Ball Ground this year is going to be on December the 1st, and wouldn't it be neat if we could have the product there while 6,000 people are on the streets
Yeah.
Yeah,
of Ball Ground? Not
Yeah.
to put any pressure.
I know. Yeah, I'm on it. Okay.
Yeah, December the 1st is the Friday night, the Christmas parade. And I would love to feature your music as we have our office right downtown. We can play your music before the parade. And because the Christmas CD is one of the best things y'all have ever done.
Oh yeah.
It's
No,
good.
So
awesome.
good.
It
was
really
so
is good.
Yeah. yeah.
I was
Really
so
good
glad
CD.
of that.
Okay,
And I
now,
thank you for doing these things. You
Yes.
play my music here in these places.
I do.
And you've sold a train load of CDs.
I have.
Yeah, thank you. You know what I'm doing with the
I
money,
just
don't
walk around people and say, give me $5.
you? Yeah. You know what I'm doing with the money, don't you?
What?
57
Oh,
Fords.
yeah. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. No
More
doubt.
cars, more cars.
Yeah, I know, I
Yeah,
know.
yeah. And sometimes now, I got to ask you this, has he treated you any decent food while you've been in town? Did you take time to even go eat?
Yeah, we'll go have dinner, you know.
We had Longhorn
Okay.
night before last.
Okay.
Yeehaw, right?
Yeah.
And and we had Mexican
Mexican.
last night. Every
Yeah.
time I eat Mexican, I always think, yeah, Mexican. And then I eat Mexican,
like,
and I
why
go,
did I eat
oh, wish I
Mexican?
didn't do that.
I got to go back to the studio
Yeah.
and I can't breathe.
Yeah, I know.
It's always too much food.
There's
but
not
it's good.
really nice food around here,
Yeah.
nothing to really speak of. It's all right, though, you know.
Now, when y'all left the mountains, you lived here how many years?
I was here like 3 years. I wasn't here too long.
Okay, so you moved to Florida,
Mm-hmm.
and you have a career in Florida, and then you have a home in Maine. Is there any chance that do you ever get lonesome for these mountains, or did you ever have such a connection with them?
I mean, I love it. I love coming back and forth. My husband, big time, is like wanting to move. He's ready yesterday. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
yeah.
we were able to get a place in Maine. So we go up there. It's not the same, but it's similar, like
I wanna
similar
go.
feel. Oh yeah, I mean it's gorgeous, but you're
Yeah.
really close to the coast. So
Yeah.
no matter where you are, you can always get to the coast.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
amazing. But the beautiful
I
mountains
know
up
I'd
there.
like it up there. I bet I would.
You would love it up there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's still not, it's not overdeveloped or anything yet. Maybe certain areas by the coast,
Mm-hmm.
yes, but you can go up into the mountains and it's gorgeous. It's like a small town. You can ride your four-wheelers
Yeah.
and side-by-sides, whatever. So
Where's your husband from?
he's from West Virginia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I
Mountain
love that
Mama.
coal mining.
Oh, yeah.
Coal mining
Yeah,
town.
he's from West
Wow.
Virginia. So, but he's been in Florida. His father moved to Florida when he was in
Almost
high school.
heaven.
Yes, yeah.
But yeah, his family's there. So
Now-
Charleston.
When y'all did the song "Take Me Home, Country Roads," were you familiar with that song?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We nailed it.
Yeah. Well, there are so many John Denver songs that he could do,
Yep.
and now this one, choosing two for this CD, and I think those two are the two that everybody always says we want to hear those songs. We want to
Yeah.
hear those songs. We want to hear those songs.
Yep.
But knowing that your husband's from West Virginia,
Oh,
does
yeah.
he have that coal mining connection? Does he have family that was in the coal mining business?
They weren't necessarily in the coal mining business, but his granddad worked with different, stuff up there, had lots of land, so they would always go up there to the farm and everything. A lot of farming, growing everything, they grew
Wow.
up that way. So I think that was a lot to do with why he was a chef. They grew all their own stuff. He grew up that way, with everything just being natural from the land. So I think that's what he wants to go back to, for sure.
Y'all
That
made
is so
red
cool.
snapper for me when
Yeah,
you were
we
here
did.
last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he
Ooh-wee.
loves fishing, so it's
Yeah.
like the combo of both, being able to have your fish and then grow everything
Yeah.
fresh.
Yeah. Well, we did a show last year with halibut, and he had never tasted halibut.
Oh, really?
And there's,
good.
Oh,
there's
yeah.
no fish in the world like halibut.
No.
And he kept saying, "Holy halibut."
Yeah.
So we named the program Holy Halibut
Yep.
because he kept saying, "Now what is this?"
Oh yeah, it's so clean.
Oh,
and
it's
just-
so,
Yeah.
it's, and people say, "I don't like fish, it tastes like fish."
No.
Halibut does not, it
No.
is
No.
just, oh, it's amazing.
So
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, amazing. Well, we're so glad that you got to be with us today. We're going to feature a lot of y'all's music, and we're going to talk about what it takes to end this project, and he'll finalize what y'all have done together, and then will you then send it to mastering and then let her have a copy and make sure she's still good with everything,
Yes, I will.
and then it goes directly to production.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Yep. Manufacturing,
process-
they call it.
The process is getting there.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
And we're a lot closer than we have been.
Yeah.
So
We're
for
a lot
people
closer.
who've been waiting and waiting and waiting, it's almost done.
I
I'm
can
so
see the
excited.
landing field from where I'm at right now.
Yeah, yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Now this morning you said y'all took some really cool photos.
We did.
This morning.
Yeah.
Of sunrise or just the mountains and the.
Both, everything, the old truck
Yeah,
and her
yeah,
and me all
yeah,
around it
yeah,
and everything.
yeah, yeah,
With my
yeah.
guitar I've been playing since 1963.
Now tell me about that guitar.
1963.
What brand is it?
It's a
Somebody asked
silver
me.
tone.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
called a 1448. Silver tone made by Dan Electro.
Did Sears sell that one time?
Yes, they did.
Yes.
They made it. Dan
Yes,
Electro made it
yes.
for Sears.
For Sears,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
And it's back in the day, you know, and it's a high quality, it's a good guitar.
Yeah, yeah.
It's still a good guitar. I used to play it when I was little. My aunt's old man brought it in from work one evening, 1963.
Wow.
Nobody liked guitars, but there was one little guy there that did.
Uh-oh, and he got it.
Yeah, well, finally.
Finally.
When my aunt died, she gave it to my daddy.
Wow.
She knew where it was going.
Wow, how precious is that?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Precious is
awesome.
that?
Yeah.
You know, when you look at what you learned from your family, you said both your parents were musical
Mm-hmm.
and played instruments. And did you just sit down and teach yourself to play all
Pretty
these
much.
things?
My mom showed me a little thing or two on the guitar when I was 5 years old. Yeah, 5.
Wow.
And took
And
it from
those
there.
are the chords that Jesus Called starts with,
Yep.
aren't they?
It's that little thing.
Yeah.
I was too little to reach it with my hand. I had to note it with my thumb,
Aw.
and I noted it. And yeah,
Yeah.
my mom was about another Astrid, really. She could sing any part you wanted sung,
Wow.
and understood all that harmony stuff real well.
And did her family have somebody before her, somebody teach her? Was there?
I think, yeah, I believe Grandma Davis sang too. I'm pretty sure she did. Yeah. Well, yeah, I know she did. All my aunts, mom's sisters, they sang, read music.
And remember that song that you sang? You said your grandpa used to get up and want that song on Sundays. Oh,
In heaven, we'll never grow old.
that's it. In
Yep,
heaven,
that's
we'll
it.
never grow old.
Yep.
I'd never heard that song before. And he just, one day, he said, I think I need to do this. And man, everybody just
Yep.
loved it.
It's almost time to go, ain't it?
It is. It
Can I do the exit?
You can.
Okay.
You can.
It's almost time for
Astrid
our
is
dear
gonna have to
Astrid
take-
to
I
depart.
know.
So it's that time. Listen, folks, you've heard them say, you be in a hurry, and they'll say, what, have you got a plane to catch? Well,
Yes.
guess what?
I do.
She's got
I
a
do.
plane
She's got a plane to
Actually
catch.
do.
We are so glad you came by.
Thank you so much.
So
This is
glad
great.
you came
Thank
here
you
and
so
helped me
much.
do the impossible.
No,
Okay.
I'm glad that it's done.
Yeah,
That's
you
it.
did
So
such a
you're gonna
good
love
job.
it.
Exciting,
Such a pleasure to
exciting.
work with you,
Yay, yay.
always.
Thank you so much.
Yay. Now we're going to take a commercial break, and when you come back, you're going to get to hear some of their music. Dwight will be here, but Astrid will be on her way
Yeah.
to the airport. So
That's
we'll be
it.
She's
back
got to fly
shortly.
away.
She
It's
does,
a sad
on a
day.
jet plane.
Yep.
Yeah.
On 9/11.
Whether you're in the mood for chicken strips, a delicious burger, our classic banana split, or an upside-down thick blizzard treat, we've got you covered. Hot and fresh food every day, every time. And delicious DQ soft serve make the perfect pair at your favorite place. Not fast food, fan food fast. Your Blue Ridge, LIJ, and Jasper Dairy Queens are your meet, eat, and treat headquarters.
Thank you for choosing DQ. How may I serve you?
The mountains are calling, and they're closer than you think. Farmers Crossing in Ballground offers creekside lots with homes beginning in the 400s. Walking distance to downtown shopping, dining, tennis courts, Calvin Farmer Park, and local events. It also includes a beautiful hike to Long Swamp Creek. Leave the car and the worries behind. Move in by fall 2023. Call Cherie Martin at 404-375-0590 or Evelyn Calhoun at 770-733-0779.
Georgia Medical Treatment Center now has 2 locations to bring you the high-quality holistic care you've come to know and expect. We treat neck, back, and joint pain with chiropractic care and injection-based treatment without the need for surgery or prescription painkillers. Our medical weight loss program can also provide relief while ridding your body of toxins, pounds, and inches while improving your overall health. Call today for a free consultation, 770-345-2000, or go online to georgiamtc.com.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
The ETC Game of the Week is back again this football season. Watch your local teams go head-to-head each week, only on ETC TV3.
Whether you're swimming in the sea, or splashing in the pool, making a masterpiece, or just making memories, writing a great American novel, or writing your term paper that's due tomorrow. Whatever you do in life, Farmers is here to protect it. For all your insurance needs, call Donald Curtis in Blue Ridge.
You can't see these tears.
We're back. Guess who's here? Guess who's here? And we're going
Guess
to talk.
who's still here?
We're going to talk about fan favorites. Okay, on fan favorites, we know that the song "Long Black Limousine" will be on there.
Yeah.
We know that some Hank Sr. will be on there.
Yes.
We know that John Denver will be on there.
Yep.
We know that Earl Thomas Conley will be on there.
Yep.
We know there will be a Beatles song or two.
I don't know. Maybe you hadn't thought about that. That was actually a last-minute thing. I just did that Beatles song.
Yeah.
And Jimmy Buffett Thursday night?
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see.
Right before she walked in the door.
Yeah, we'll see. But it's important to you have remastered. You have Astrid.
Yeah, that's it.
That's a weird, he's re-Astrided. And
We'll use that, yeah.
Astrid has perfected now what you came up with. And the whole idea, I think I told you that on Ball Hootin', I like about 3 songs. And you get favorites on people's CDs. So I think that's what brought up the idea to do fan favorite.
Yeah. What I'm
Choose the
doing
ones.
is remixing and remastering the old stuff, and I'm recording some new stuff, and we're going to pull from old and mix some of it with new and make something that might be everybody's favorites.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. And if we could have it available by the time the Christmas parade comes to Ball Ground, Lord have mercy, would that not be neat?
I'm going to
That'd
shoot
be
for
neat.
that. Because now I can go with this.
Yeah.
I've been waiting around on Astrid.
Yeah.
So she can only come when she can come. So
Right.
So you got to wait on her.
Yeah.
But now this it's done, and it's actually a lot of fun to start working on it now.
Do you kind of have that calming effect now? You really, the stress is
I
over.
do.
You've been stressed, yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, yeah. Because you put so much pressure on yourself to make sure you had all your parts done instrumentally before she got here.
Yep. And I done it fast, and it was ongoing. It was fast for me. Well, see, again, I do it all. I play all the instruments, and that's not something that happens quickly.
Yeah. And I have an iPad full to attest to that.
Yeah.
Because it's like, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I realize you're doing the lead, you're doing the bass, you're doing the drums, and then you put it together, and then you bring in the steel, and then you bring in the harmonicas, and then you bring in the fiddle, and then you bring in.
Yep.
It's not easy.
That Elvis song that y'all just heard, all those wind instruments, the strings, all that stuff, I did myself. And it's very, very time consuming.
Yeah. And it's funny to me because I've seen so many people, and this is how I thought it was done. They buy these backup tracks and they sing with it.
I know, not me.
And so
I didn't do that.
When I realized that it was taking him so long, I was really riding his case about it, and I'm like, come on. And then I realized he didn't go somewhere and buy for 97 cents a track with somebody else's music.
Lord, no.
No.
I even do things to prove that at the end of the projects a lot of times. What you hear on CD, it actually gets faded during mastering, but if you listen around, like you come around the house or something like that, and I play you the raw mix, it all falls apart when it's over at the end. Everything starts going crazy and bad, and everybody starts laughing.
Yeah.
Astrid usually starts making some funny noises.
Yeah.
And that tells you that it was real.
Yeah, it is real.
Yeah.
And we were, when we think about what you've got, how many years have you been recording yourself? Like if we go back to your first project yourself?
1997.
Okay.
And some of that didn't count. But
That's 36 years? About 36 years?
97?
I think so, a little bit. No, 30.
20-something.
20-something, okay. So you've only been recording that long, even though you've been performing. Do you have anything done on 8 tracks? Do you have anything done on the old reel-to-reel when you first started?
Yeah, that's what I done to start with, I used to record on a 16-track Tascam. And
do you have any of that?
Yeah, that's what all gospel is.
Wow.
and some of Jesus Called. The song, the title track, Jesus Called, was done on analog, reel to reel.
Oh my gosh.
Sure was.
Wow.
And I did it all.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Is it easier today because you have all
it's
these?
It's much easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it still ain't easy, but it's a lot better. You know, you ain't rewinding and you can do cut-ins and stuff. You know, it's all, I do it digitally now with a
That's the
computer.
thing I like watching, because you will seriously go to a little point and you just click this thing and then you move something in there, and it's like, it's crazy. It's crazy.
You go cut it out, you leave a blank spot, and then you put it back in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is amazing. Now, doing your own studio work, I can't see you walking into somebody else's studio and coming out with a finished product, because you are such a stickler for.
Yeah.
You would probably drive people crazy.
Well, what happens there? I've tried that a time or two.
And boy, what a mistake.
Didn't go good. Because they'll say, you know, we'll do this for X amount of dollars. And then you get there and they figure out, uh-oh, this guy knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
And we're not going to make any money.
Yeah. Yeah.
They
So
just
you're
want
in
to brush
trouble.
you through there real quick and do something and send you on your way.
Yeah.
But when you get in there and start nitpicking, then they start getting antsy, and they'll usually start wanting more money.
Yeah.
And then, you know, that's not what they said. That happens just about every time.
Yeah. Now, when you finish the product that y'all worked on all weekend and you send it away to be mastered, and then it goes to Nashville to be produced?
Well, it's right outside of Nashville, yeah, but it's really not Nashville, but it's right there close somewhere. And it's between Chattanooga and Nashville, some up there. I do the mixing. I do all that, you know, you got to get songs in what order you want them in. And you got to tell the mastering guys where to fade, and we do that by numbers, you know. And then you get that done and listen to it good, let Astrid listen to it, and a couple of friends that know something listen to it, but never ask a truck driver if your mix is okay, or a ditch digger, or a policeman. You know, it's not something everybody understands.
No.
You know, and let a couple of people hear it, and if everything's good, send it away
Move
to
forward.
manufacturing, and they'll make the cover, the case, the jewel case. They print it all and duplicate that master I sent them. Ever how many times you want to pay for, and it's whatever.
Done. It's done.
Yeah.
Exciting.
And then you sit and wait, and one day UPS will pull in your yard.
And you're going, oh my gosh, all this work was worth it.
What I'm doing right then is, Lord, I hope they didn't screw this up. I hope it sounds like what I sent them, you know.
Well, that's what I was going to ask
And it
you.
always has.
Yeah.
But still worry.
Do they ever send you just one CD for you to listen
They
to?
do. It's a proof,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
They send it out, yeah.
Okay.
And you got to sign off on it. And you better listen to that CD right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Because when you sign that
'Cause
paper,
after they do
it's yours.
500 of them,
Yeah, it's yours.
Yeah.
When you sign the paper, you just bought it.
Yeah.
But yeah, they do proofs on actually the cover and the music, the CD.
So we know that the fan favorites are going to finally be here. The Long Black Limousine, a couple of Hank Seniors,
Yeah.
couple of your favorites, some new ones you'd never done, some new ones you've written that nobody's ever heard,
Right.
a couple of those, and a variety of those standards that everybody asks for.
Yep.
And there's so many times that people relate you in that song. Now, is Welcome to LIJ going to be on there?
Yep.
And is that something that, when did you write it? What time
Welcome
period?
to LIJ. I wrote that in 2015.
Okay.
Yep.
So see, you can't be so disappointed that it had only been out 8 years when I hadn't heard it. It wasn't like it'd been out a long time.
We're not giving you any slack. You
I
hadn't
was so
heard.
embarrassed I could have died.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he said, I guess you've heard my
Might
song.
not like it, might not want to like it. There's a lot of that going on. You just
Yeah.
don't want to like it. You just ain't gonna like it.
Yeah.
you
But
know.
I love it. Yeah, I do love it. And I've
Oh,
challenged
it's
you.
him. Yeah. Okay. No. But you've heard it.
I've heard it. Yeah, everybody's heard it now. And I think we'll leave today with Welcome to LIJ. We talked about it in the past, about how you wrote it, where you were at, what you were doing. Growing up in this town, growing up in these mountains, I think Daddy's Lunchbox is going to be the song that really nails your past, your history, the things that mattered. When you did Jesus Called, you just laid your mom to rest.
Yeah.
When you think about, could you be you today if you had not had the parents you had?
Oh, Lord, no.
No.
I know everybody feels the same way about their parents, but I mean it in every sense of the word, the best that there could ever be. Okay, and I know that's how it should be. Yeah.
Then, and you lost your two brothers younger, so there's nobody left but you.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm what's left. You know what they say, don't you?
Yeah.
The good die
Good
young.
die young.
Yeah.
The mean lasts forever.
Yeah.
You'll be here forever. You'll be here forever. Well, it was so good to have Astrid here, and it was so good to see, just being able to watch y'all in the studio and watch how it comes together.
I know, it's amazing.
Because it's been a long wait, but boy, was it worth it.
I know, and I can't say it enough. If I said it 10 times, it wouldn't be enough. Just couldn't do it without her. It just wouldn't be there without her. It wouldn't be the same. It'd be something of less quality.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad
you
I
wouldn't
got
have
her.
it.
Yeah,
you
so
wouldn't
glad
have
I've
it.
got her.
You wouldn't have it. Well, it was exciting to get to meet her, and I hope that everybody will be anticipating and waiting and wondering. And the song about the mountains, you know, what is it called? Mountain Life? Mountain Life.
The Mountain Life,
Yeah, the Mountain Life. We've all learned to adjust to living this mountain life. We've all learned to adjust to taking those back roads and fording the creek.
Right.
And if you haven't been out today and looked at the beautiful blue skies and the beautiful, everything is so pretty right now. The humidity's good, and it's just a beautiful day to get out and take a trip around LIJ and get to know LIJ. And don't do it downtown, y'all. Go downtown, grab you something to eat, but then get out and just go in every direction you can think of.
Go through Rainbow Lake. That's nice. You'll like that.
Now tell folks how to get there.
Straight up 52, I think it's about 10 miles up 52, and turn left on Pleasant Hill Road. You don't have to worry about getting lost, just drive.
Yeah.
It's beautiful through there.
Beautiful.
You'll come out someplace you recognize.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. And when we think about fall is coming, the leaves are going to be turning, the mountains are going to be full of folks. Get out now while you have time. I like to go over off of Boardtown, where you go through, what's it called? Doublehead Gap? No?
Yeah, it's up there.
Yeah. That area, it's just so beautiful.
Yeah.
And now the roads aren't crowded. The kids are back in school, and you have time to get out and enjoy it. So get out and enjoy it. And I told you, we were talking about an album cover, and I said the Kell House would be perfect to me to park your old truck in front of and have you and a guitar, because it's one of those beautiful historical preserved homes.
Who owns that?
I don't
Might
know.
be a good question.
Oh, we can find out. It'll be okay. It'll be all
Well,
right.
yeah, we hope.
We'll see if we can get permission.
Yeah.
But I think it's important that we get out and we remember these beautiful old homes, and we think about the stories, and we think about the granny with the wash pot, and we think about going to the creek and hauling water, and we think about that stuff, because that was a way of life, and your songs talk about that.
Yeah.
They talk about it.
I really like Daddy's Lunchbox, and there's going to be a certain lady up on Lucille Avenue.
Gonna love it.
Probably going to cry again. I hope you're ready.
Yeah.
It hits close to home. And I must admit, if I sound a little misty on that vocal track, there's a reason for that too.
Yeah. It's tough, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Tough. Well, we're so thankful that Astrid got to be with us, and we're so glad that you were back today. And we're going to close now. We're going to leave you with the song that kind of put he and Astrid out there for me, because when I first heard it and I heard the two of them together, I said, hey, this is pretty awesome music. So it's the team, the A-team, the Astrid team.
I call her Lady A.
Lady A.
Yeah,
she is amazing.
She is really good.
She is
in every
amazing.
way. She's a good singer. She's good to work with. She's a very good human. She really is.
Yep. So we're going to leave you now with Welcome to LIJ.
Yeah,
as
that's me.
Astrid and Mr. LIJ can do it together. There you go.
How y'all doing out there? Welcome to LIJ. That's with a J.
About 90 miles north of Atlanta, where the Coosawhatee lay. They come out of the hills to pay their telephone bills in a town called LIJ. When the mayor drove a shiny 62 Corvette, Slim was in a cruiser with a Cobra jet. What you see is exactly what you get if you come to LIJ. Hey, LIJ, a mighty fine place to be. LIJ, good enough for you and me. Yeah. Apple blossom, baby possum, muscadine wine. Leave all your troubles at the welcome sign. I'm so proud to call a piece of this mine a town called LIJ.
How you like them apples?
Two rivers run right through the middle of town, and late in the evening when the sun goes down, you can drive through and hear the happy sounds of the folks in LIJ. Now way back in the summer of '73, the Red Dot parking lot was the place to be. But you could get more than what you bargained for back in those days in LIJ. Yeah, you could. LIJ, a mighty fine place to be. LIJ, good enough for you and me. Yeah. 69 Road Runner, Charger RT, pistol grip 4-speed 383. Boys, that's the way it all used to be, right here in LIJ. LIJ, a mighty fine place to be. LIJ, don't you want to come and see? Yeah. Trout fishing, skinny dipping, party all night. Praise the Lord, honey, I saw the white picking on a Telecaster Saturday night on the streets of LIJ. LIJ, a mighty fine place to be. You and me floating down the Coosawhatee. Yeah. Apple blossom, baby possum, muscadine wine. I'm so proud to call a piece of this mine. Drop all your troubles at the welcome sign. I'll see you in LIJ. Woo. Yeah.
Anyway, LJ, go ahead, Chief.